Hi, this is Ronan Harris from VNV Nation. We're playing at the Meriluna Festival 2019 in Hildesheim. Very excited to be here as always. Really looking forward to the show. We have a very big show planned, our first headline slot at this festival. And yeah. Oh, how have things changed? My first festival in Germany, this was actually in this location in 1999. It was called the Zillow Festival then. And it was my first experience. I was very excited. I did not know what to expect, and it opened my eyes to a whole other world. I had an incredible time. What's amazing is it's 20 years later. It really is 20 years later. And I see a lot of friends I don't get to see at any other time. A lot of people in the other bands or just people I love in the business. And this is a kind of like a cultural event. I can't believe how the festival has grown. It's become a lot more professional than it was. Now we have television, that it's being broadcast over TV and the internet. So fans across the world of all the bands can watch most of the bands live and really get a feel for the festival. It's incredibly well organized compared to a lot of other festivals we've played, and German efficiency and all that. At the moment, what am I doing at the moment? I finished up Noir last year, went on a tour. The tour concluded in March, and at that point I said, it's time for a break. I had been working almost 1 year straight. Even when you're working on an album and you have weekend breaks, your mind is still switched on and you have not come down. I needed a break to focus on a lot of other things in my life because my lease is up at my studio, and my friend showed up about 2 weeks after I got off tour and said, I found the most incredible location for my company. Do you want to move in? So what am I doing? I'm building a brand new studio. Moving. It's 5 years since the last time I moved, and it's fun. I'm really excited. I'm writing a lot of music. I'm writing a lot of different types of projects. I'm working on a lot of orchestral music as well, in case anybody really liked Resonance. And we have plans for later this year. We have Christmas shows. We have a lot of things coming up. So there are things I can't talk about just yet, but there are so many plans going on, and I'm working on all of them. I just want to be honest, I want my new studio up and running so I feel inspired and I hit the ground running, and I just start creating. Well, young bands. I know a lot of young bands. I talk to a lot of bands, but they're not in this specific scene. They make music that fits in no particular genre. And we keep in touch, and we talk a lot about what are important things. The music business has changed dramatically in these last 20 years. If we use the 20 years since I was first here, labels are not important anymore. The main thing I say is enjoy yourself. Just do it for your pleasure, for your fun. I've always said that, but now more than ever. Success is a lot harder, but you can work better with internet tools to reach people and create something special for yourself. It's very important that you communicate with people who might like your music and make sure you get out there. Build a network with other bands. Be friendly to one another. Don't talk shit about each other. Just be positive, be supportive. The metal scene works like that very, very well. A lot of other scenes work very well like that. Some don't, and you can see that they don't last very long when people become negative and destructive. Use it as a gateway for your soul. Obviously, you're in this scene because you feel somehow different. You have something going on inside in your heart and your soul that's different than what's going on in the rest of the world. Use that. Let it out. Speak through it. Speak through your music. Your honesty and your passion will shine through, and it's what will set you apart from other people, because there are a lot of bands who want to be in a band, and that's it. They don't have a need for expression. They design the logo and do their promo photographs before they've even written a single song. I meet tons of bands like this in studios. They're all about 18 years old, and it's very sweet, but that's not a reason to be, in a band. The other thing is, Listen to different genres of music and let all of it inspire you. Let all of it blend in. Please don't copy a band because you like a band. Use them as an influence. Take ideas from them. A tip of the hat, a little vibe, a little melody here and there, a little sound here and there to honor your inspiration. But copying bands just because you want to pretend you're them, that's not going to last. I mean, it's fun and you could do it in your bedroom, but all I say is try to be creative. Break your borders, push your borders, and listen to other genres, because there's so much music out there that will inspire you, that will blow your mind, that you don't get to hear if you only listen to one scene. The last festival I was at was a 1930s vintage festival in the UK. I'm a big vintage fanatic. I have vintage cars. There's a whole gang of us. There's about 20 of us, and we go to vintage events, and we dress up in the clothes from the day, and it's fantastic. There are some in Germany, but most of them are in the UK and America. And but I listen to a lot of underground electronic music, a lot of like things that might be somehow connected with the dance scene, but isn't dance music. So I've been to a lot of festivals where there are bands that they're just there. There's no personalities. They're just there, pouring out their heart and playing their stuff. And it's amazing to be at a festival where you don't know anybody and you're purely there for the enjoyment of the music. There's no distractions. You can be yourself. But yeah, I have very varied hobbies, and I like going to. That's really it. I mean, there's so much. Even in Hamburg, there's so many great festivals going on. I've been to Berlin for a few, but yeah. When people get to see me in the other sides of my life, where I indulge my hobbies, they're kind of surprised. It's been really weird. I was at a car meetup in America, in St. Louis, and I met a ton of fans who, by complete accident, walked past and they saw my 48 Chrysler, and they were confused because they saw me, they thought they knew me, and it went from there. It was really funny. So I actually, through that, I've met a ton of people who share my interests. Just follow your passions, fill your heart with love, and just do what you like to do. Find what makes you happy and do it. There you go.